Hello everyone, it's been a while since I made a video for my actual YouTube channel, but today I'm going to be taking part of a blog hop hosted by the talented Laura from Making Cards is Fun blog. She gathered an amazing group of talented crafters to do a video blog hop, and there's going to be a lot of sponsors and a lot of prizes that you could win by a lot of your favorite companies. So these are the products that I'm using. I'm using the Lawn Fawn Stitched Rectangle Stackables. I'm using this scallop die, the Femi frames. This is from Mama Elephant. This Mama Elephant Charm stamp set along with its coordinating dies. And I'm also going to be using this set, Sunday Sentiments by Mama Elephant. This is the cardstock that a couple of you have been asking about. It's from Paper Tray Ink, and it's in the color Aqua Mist. It's a 110-pound cardstock, and I have a lot of different colors from them, and I really love that cardstock. So I just already have a piece of Tim Holtz watercolor cardstock taped down to a clipboard using some low-tack tape so that it would be easy to remove. And then I just chose a couple different shades of blue distressing so that I could go ahead and create a really beautiful watercolor background. So I went ahead and just smushed that onto my craft mat, and the colors I'm using are Salty Ocean, Tumble Glass, Ice Spruce, and Peacock Feathers. So what I did right now is I just went ahead and laid down a wash, and I'm just taking a bunch of different colors, and I'm going to go ahead and start adding that color to the center like so. And then I'm just going to go ahead and take my heat tool, and I'm going to set that and then come back in with more colors and just do a lot of layering. So I don't know if you watch my YouTube videos for Lawn Fawn, but what I did with them was I went in depth on how I do my watercolor layering and things like that. So this is kind of this, I'm showing the same exact thing that I was doing with Lawn Fawn, but if you're a follower of my YouTube channel and you don't watch the Lawn Fawn videos, then this would be really fun for you to see how I do my watercoloring. So I'm coming in right now and I'm adding Ice Spruce on the top and the bottom. I don't know if this is in the hues of blue, but I kind of always mix it in. Ice Spruce is a little bit gray, but I don't know, for some reason I just really like mixing it in with the blues. I think it looks great, especially if you're trying to make it look stormy or something like that, because I used this with another Mama Elephant set and to try to make it look like a rainy scene, and this color Ice Spruce was perfect. It came in handy. So that was great. So I'm just going to go ahead and heat this up like so. And then I'm just adding a little bit more water to my brush, and I'm going to start picking up some more color and just adding that in. Now in my Lawn Fawn videos I talked about how you don't really have to stress out how it's going to look because with watercoloring you kind of don't really have that much control over how it's going to look. So I don't stress out about it anymore. I just go ahead and just load up my brush with color, and then I just put it on the paper and I just have fun. I don't stress out about it anymore the way I used to, because when I did stress out about it, I would waste a lot of paper because I was trying to make it look perfect, but it's just a lot more fun like this when you're just having fun. And I think it comes out better when you're just relaxed about it. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and take this stamp set, Charmed. I love using this set. This stamp set was created by one of my friends, Elena. She's on the Lawn Fawn team as well, and she's also on the Mama Elephant team too. So this is her design, and I think that this is so adorable, and I just love everything that she makes. So I'm going to go ahead and use this for the video. And I love this little wreath here. And I don't remember if it was in another video or on my blog, but I talked about how this set is really versatile, especially with this wreath here, because you could use it for a lot of different holidays and a lot of different themes for different cards. So I think I'm probably going to be pulling this set out again for Thanksgiving and probably for Christmas, and then I'm just going to use the coordinating colors for those holidays to make it look and go with that theme for the holiday. So right here, I actually haven't used this bow stamp yet, so I'm going to take an eraser and just kind of lightly brush it over the stamp just so that I get a really clean, crisp stamp impression, because sometimes with photopolymer stamps you kind of get that beading when it's brand new and you're using a brand new ink pad too, so that's why I do that once in a while. And it works really well. I actually got that, I don't remember who I got that tip from, but it was at a Lawn Fawn party, and all the crafty girls are getting together and talking about stamps, and then we were just passing along tips and stuff like that. I picked this one up over there. I wish I remember who told me, but it was at one of the Lawn Fawn birthday parties at Stamp Fever in Orange, California. So if you were there, you know, well, it's just fun, and the girls get together, we shop, and we buy a lot of stamps and things like that. So it's really cool. And then we give each other like tips and tricks, like craft nerds. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and take a couple of Copic markers and just color in this really cute sleeping fox, just like that. I'm going to take some pink here and add a little bit of the rose color to her cheeks. I love adding the pink cheeks to any kind of critter. I think it's really fun. So now I'm just going to go ahead and start coloring this wreath here. So I'm going to be using 3 different colors just to have fun. I think the first time I did this wreath, I only used 1 color. But this time I just wanted to see how it would look adding a couple different shades of green. I think adding different colors makes it look really cool. It just looks like it's a bunch of different varieties of leaves or flowers or something like that, like a real wreath would look. So I think when I did it with 1 marker, it just looked a little flat. So I think this looks way better. And if you were going to be doing this for like Thanksgiving, I would probably be using a lot of like browns and yellows and things like that. And then for Christmas, I would probably do green and red or something like that. So now I'm just going to go ahead and color in this little crown. And then lastly, I'm just going to go ahead and color in this little bow here, this ribbon, which is really cute. Okay, so now that the coloring's done, I'm just going to go ahead and take the coordinating dies and I'm just going to adhere them down with some Post-it tape. I actually wanted to try this out. I think I bought this at Office Depot or at Target. I don't remember, but I saw it and I know a lot of crafters use it, so I thought I would try it out. It's not as sticky as I thought it was going to be, but I guess that's a good thing because it'll never rip my paper. And all I really need here is for the die to stay in place, so it worked out pretty well. I think I actually tried it a couple days ago with watercoloring and it didn't work at all. So I think I'm only going to be using this just to hold dies down. Just going to run that through the Cuttlebug really quick. And take those out. And that looks really cute. I always love to see how it looks when it's coming out of the die, and then just making sure that the border is perfect, because I absolutely hate when I do it like one side of it is bigger than the other and it's a little crooked and then I have to do it all over again. Or you don't have to, but I usually will do it over again. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and take this is a smaller set from the Lawn Fawn Stitch rectangle stackable dies. It's kind of hard to say, but I'm going to take the largest one from the smallest set, and then I'm just going to go ahead and cut this out off camera using my Cuttlebug. And what I really love about this die set is the stitch detail, and I love using it on a lot of my cards. So if you follow a lot of my cards on Instagram or on Facebook or on the Lawn Fawn design team, you'll notice that I do use those a lot. Anything with stitch, so I think it looks great. So I'm just going to take some Scotch 3D adhesive foam tape, and then I'm going to start applying them to the back of all these images here because I just love the depth that it gives. And I think the colors look really well together. So right here, I just want to take a look at, I want to see what I'm working with and how it's going to look, but I'm not actually going to adhere it yet. Not until I do my stamping. And that looks really cute. And then you see here with this little bow, I think that that would look really cute too for Christmas. You could probably just color it in red and then add some really cute sentiments, or like if you have the Lawn Fawn stamp set, the one, I don't remember the name, but it's the one with a bunch of different hats. You could take like the Santa hat and put it on a little critter like this or something. I think that would be really cute. So now I'm going to go ahead and take Sunday Sentiments. This is the Mama Elephant stamp set. And I'm going to take the scripty sentiment Hello Friend, and I'm going to go ahead and stamp that in some black onyx versifying ink. This is a really, really awesome ink, and I love using it, especially with sentiments. I love this ink and the black licorice Lawn Fawn ink. They're both really, really jet black inks, and I just love them. And I think that looks really cool. Okay, so now I'm just going to go ahead and choose a coordinating sentiment to go along with that. And I ended up going with I am so glad to have met you. So I think this is really cute. I'm just going to go ahead and pick that up with my Lawn Fawn Grid acrylic block. Just going to stamp that up. And you're going to notice here that actually one side of it is a little bit darker than the other, and it's not the stamp, it was actually me. I think I put a little bit more pressure on the left-hand side, and at first I was like, great, you know, I'm going to have to make this all over again, but you know what, as crafters this happens, and sometimes that's like the beautiful thing of making a handmade card, is that it's not perfect, and it's like little things like that that have the little handmade element or the handmade touch that make it like a truly special card. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna leave it because it looks totally fine. But I mean, if it bothers you, you could just go ahead and take like a really thin black pen and then go over it. But I'm just gonna leave it. I think it looks great anyway. Okay, so now I'm just gonna go ahead and remove the backing from the 3D foam adhesive, and I'm just applying all these little elements to the watercolor piece using my EK Success tweezers. And I love using these, it just helps out a lot. Okay, and then this is the paper that I'm going to be using. It's, like I said, it's 110-pound cardstock in Aqua Mist by Paper Tray Ink. And I actually heard a lot of really good things about this cardstock, and as far as the quality and things like that. So I thought I would give it a try, and I bought like 5 or 6 different colors at first. But now I'm hooked, and I think I'm probably going to go back and buy like almost every single color, because I get a lot of compliments on this cardstock that I use by them, and I just really love it. So I'm probably going to buy more. And now I'm taking the scalloped die here. It's a rectangle scallop die by Mama Elephant from the Femi Frames die set. I don't think they have this anymore. I think they do sell it still, but they sell it in like another collection. But you'd be able to find that more on their blog or at their shop. So now I'm just going to go ahead and add some more of this Scotch 3D adhesive foam to the back of the watercolor piece, and then the back of this scallop piece as well. I just really like propping these up on the foam just to give it a little bit more dimension, because if I was just to layer them all on top of each other without the foam, I mean, it would still look cute, but it wouldn't have that extra something that just makes it look even better when it's on the 3D foam. So I moved over a little, because I was behind the camera. I always work behind the camera, but I just wanted to make sure that this was straight, so I just moved over a little bit and then just applied that watercolor panel on top. And I'm going to remove the backing of this and then just put this over the top as well. And don't the colors look so pretty? Like the different color blues with this aqua mist paper or cardstock. It's like a seafoam type of color. But this is the finished card, and I hope that you really enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun making this for my channel, and don't forget to go to the blog, to my blog also, so that you could get more information on how to win prizes from these great sponsors. Bye!